Good afternoon. My name is Janice Jackson. I have worked at Manitoba Liquor and Monterey's in our liquor marts for 15 years. I speak on behalf of all my brothers and sisters walking this line today, whether working behind the scenes in administration, at the warehouse, or in any of the liquor marts across the province. As liquor workers, we have been dealt a series of successive blows over the past several years. In 2017, a wage freeze and cap known as Bill 28 was mandated by the provincial government.
Woo!
This seriously hobbled our ability to negotiate a fair contract. In 2018, a theft and violence epidemic broke out and worsened into 2019. We were battered nearly every day by threats and acts of violence. We were left humiliated, depressed, and anxious. Some of us never truly recovered. We were pepper sprayed. We had bottles hurled at us. We had knives and dirty needles pulled on us. We watched helplessly as thieving groups descended upon our workplaces and loaded up their bags with bottles. We witnessed beatings. We watched our customers suffer. And as the cost of living rose by 2.5% and 2.2% during this time, we received 0% in wage increases to keep up with the rising costs. 2020 brought the COVID-19 pandemic and all its hardships. While the province was plunged into economic turmoil and the government desperately tried to mitigate the crisis, liquor workers kept going to meet the needs of Manitobans and turn record profits over to the province. We risked the health of ourselves and our families. We received verbal abuse while trying to uphold public health mandates. We had to drop everything and evacuate our workplaces every time we learned of a new COVID-19 exposure. By 2021, the economic impact brought on by the pandemic began to take its toll. And as workers who were already experiencing our buying power shrink due to Bill 28, the soaring costs of essentials like food and fuel started to really hurt. As we worked through most of 2022 without a contract, we held out hope that we would be rewarded for our hardships, made whole after all the losses we suffered, given the thanks we deserve after all we've been through. We thought we would be offered a contract that acknowledged our suffering and our worth. We thought that we would finally be able to catch up to these runaway increases to the cost of living. What we've been given instead is a slap in the face. An offer strategically structured to provide modest gains to half of our group while leaving the longest serving and longest suffering workers pitiful annual wage increases of 2%. And make no mistake, that figure being floated around out there, the 24% wage increase over 4 years, applies only to those who would be making less than minimum wage once it increases on October 1st. In short, MBLL is legally required to increase this wage classification, and they are trumpeting this as a reality for all 1,400 of us. It's simply untrue. Most of us would still receive what we've been saying all along. 2%, then 2%, then another 2%, and finally 2%. But you know what? We won't be divided. We will not turn on each other. We all deserve the same proportional increases to our wages. We are not any less worthy than Manitoba's Premier and MLAs. Let me repeat that. We do not deserve any less than the Premier and her cabinet. have hopes for a better life. We just want to keep up with inflation. Which, by the way, is the very rationale behind the 3.3% and 3.6% increases that the Premier and MLAs are getting. If someone making six figures should be sheltered from inflation, shouldn't us liquor workers and everyone else be afforded the same? We suffer even more financial hardship away from the jobs we love while being talked down to and disrespected by our leaders. They think we are too simple-minded to understand what is going on. They think this is a political game and that we are victims of the union. Excuse me? I am the MGEU. Hidden from us by a scheming boogeyman. The offer is insulting, inadequate, and crafted as a psychological tool to break us. No, not happening. We've suffered for 6 long years. We are strong. We will stand together as one. We will carry one another through these trying times. We will see this through. To our dear fellow Manitobans, we would love to get back to serving you. We miss you. Thank you for your overwhelming support, honking your horns, sharing words of encouragement, cheering, waving. You raise our spirits and give us the energy we need to hold the line. You can help us end this by letting your MLA know that you want us liquor workers to get the fair deal we deserve. You can help us by raising your voice to support us. Brothers and sisters, all of you, you're amazing. Keep walking. Thanks.